Hey, so let's see how this works. I'm doing the video, Chelsea. I am not talking to myself. Chelsea is playing video games because that's what her summer's been. All right, so first the scientific notation. I guess I should bring up my thing. Uh, oh, good gosh. Why? Not right now. All right, so we are trying to convert this to scientific notation. And scientific notation, if you remember, needs to be a number between 1 and 9.99999. So we're basically looking to put the decimal here. So we're moving the decimal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. So that means it's 5.8783 times 10. Now it's either going to be a positive 6 or negative 6. Hopefully you remember that that's going to be a positive 6 because this is a big number. If it was a small number, like something like this, then that would be negative 6, but that's going to be positive 6. As far as significant digits are concerned, you remember if we do the America thing, where's the America thing? The America thing, right? So this is my famous American drawing. So the Atlantic is here, and that means the decimal is absent. So that is a situation here. So we're coming from this direction, and the first non-zero is when we start counting. So this has those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant digits. So we need 5 significant digits here. If, however, it were here, and let me do that, I guess. Let's try that. So if we put 2 more zeros here, now the decimal is present. So we got to come from the Pacific side, right? And the first non-zero is where you start counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would have 7 significant figures. All right. I'm going to say that's enough. But if it's not, you can let me know. All right. What if we're converting 109 pounds to grams? So you'll see here I compost now, and I've already given them 109 pounds, which converts to 620 miles of not driving a car. Thank you. All right. So we're going 109 pounds, and we got to go to grams. So we want to put pounds on the bottom, and we want to put grams on the top. So we're going to just change that over here. Let's just do blue. And if we look that up online, or whatever, just look up the relationship between pounds and grams. So LBS to grams. There are 453.592 grams in 1 pound. So 453.592, according to Google, grams are in 1 pound. Are in 1 pound. Right? So now the pounds cancel, the grams is standing. So you multiply 109 by 453.592 times 109. So that should give you 49,441. Significant digit wise, remember these we say are infinite. But we do that, right? Because it's a conversion. So you're going to use this as your significant digit thing. So we only want 3. So the answer would be 49, comma 441 is what the calculator said, and we're going to 3 significant digits. That would be this number. That should all be green because I went to grams, but you get the point. All right, so pounds cancel, you go to grams. I should have made those blue, but otherwise, this is the answer you got in your calculator. When you multiply those two, divide by 1, you get the same number, and we just had to convert that to significant digits, which was 3 for the sake of this because this had 3. All right, moving on. Convert kilograms to miles. So same situation. We're going to start with, let's say we're in Arizona and we see we're get to Tucson and we see that it's 67 kilometers to Tucson. And we're like, we don't know what the heck that means. So we want to get out of kilometers because we're not Europeans, although it'd be nice if we did know what kilometers were. And we want to go to miles. I'm going to do that because I don't know what MIL. So again, you just need to find that conversion, find that domino, and put it in the direction that you need. So miles to kilometers, km, 1.609 kilometers equals 1 mile. So 1 mile is 1.609 kilometers. So kilometers cancels, that gives us miles. So we're going to take 67 and divide by the 1.609. 67 divided by 1.609 gives us 41.64. So our answer, which should be 41, I'm sorry, 41.64 miles. And significant digit wise, we want 2 because this again is infinite because it's one of those dominoes that changes colors. So 2 significant digits there is 42 miles. So we're 42 miles away from Tucson. All right, moving on. This is a little ugly, and I wish I had a better calculator for this one. But anyway, all right. So if you're converting kilometers cubed to meters cubed, so you know we have 3.73 times 10 to the 8th. God bless America. All right. Can I undo that? How do I undo that? It's probably not even worth it, but let's try. Here we go. Look at that. All right. So going back to the pen, and it's already that color. Okay. So nope, doesn't want to do it. 3.73 times 10 to the 8th kilometers. So we know from a metric system that 1 kilometer is a whole lot of meters, right? In fact, it's 10 to the third or 1,000 meters. But that's kilometers, not kilometers cubed. It's kilometers cubed, and we want this to go meters cubed. So what we need to do is cube this whole thing. And when we do that, that takes 10 to the third power. So if you have 10 to the third and you raise it to the third power, that equals, hopefully you remember, 10 to the ninth, right? Because you multiply these. When you multiply things like 10 to the third times 10 squared, you add the exponents. So that equals 10 to the fifth. And when you raise it to a power, you multiply these things. So it's 10 to the ninth. So this isn't something that happens a lot, but it's just to make sure you know how to do this. So 3.73 times 10 to the 8th will be multiplied by 10 to the ninth to get, and 1 to the third power is still 1. So it's 10 to the ninth meters cubed and 1 kilometer cubed. And I should have done that in a different color, but hopefully you get that. So ignore that. It's 10 to the third, 10 to the ninth, right? So it's 1,000 meters in a kilometer. And when you take 10 to the third and raise it to the third power, you get 10 to the ninth. So 10 to the ninth times 10 to the 8th. Actually, I can do this in my head. Mr. Roach, he just said, add this. So you add the 8 and the 9. So that equals, erasing. Okay. And I'm going to change the color just because ink. Okay, good. So now meters cubed is in red. And so 10 to 8th times 9th is 10 to the 17th, right? So it's 10 to the 17th, 3.73 stays 3.73 because it was multiplied by 1. So 3.73 times 10 to the 17th meters cubed. All right, now converting that to liters is another bear that I'm going to have to do again. Well, you can, whatever, I can erase this, right? I can erase all this. All right, so now we need to convert that to liters. And converting that to liters is a matter of knowing, which I told you once, and then I told you, well, you're going to need to memorize this at some point again. So, all right, if we have, I guess to stay consistent, I'll stay blue. See, this is all the things I'm learning again. Got to get back into practice. So 3.73 times 10 to the 8th kilometers cubed. We got to go from kilometers to actually meters, I guess, is the easiest thing to do. So let's do that. So let's go to meters, and we just said there's 10 to the third meters in 1 kilometer, but now we need to, oh, I just did, that was stupid. But anyway, all right. Then we need to hold that to the third power because that's kilometers cubed. So then we get this number. So now we're here. 3.73 times 10 to the 17th meters cubed. And now we need to convert meters cubed to decimeters cubed. So 3.73 times 10 to the 17th meters cubed. We need to go from meters cubed to decimeters. And that's because by definition, a liter is a decimeter. Now, what I stressed in class